my ghostly, ghoulish, and ghastly fiends. Welcome back to Taiyo Spooktober. I think that's what it was called. Yeah, that's what it was called, was Taiyo Spooktober. I'll be your host, Taiyo Trove. I've I've already messed it up a bit, but that's okay. Today, we're doing, Halloween costumes, kind of. I'm not making Halloween costumes because I don't have the materials to make a bunch of different costumes. Like, and I'm not gonna ask for that because that's a lot of money that I don't have. So, not making anything. But I am going to give you guys some Halloween costume suggestions for if you don't know what you want to be for Halloween. Maybe they won't be like the best suggestions, but I think they will be pretty good because I love Halloween so much. It is the best holiday of all. My favorite thing in the whole wide world is getting to dress up as whatever you want and getting candy for it. That is amazing. And I love that that's a thing that you can do. So, yeah, hopefully the costume suggestions I come up with will be at least decent. Hopefully one of them will be something that appeals to you if you don't have a costume idea. Maybe you're just here to see if your costume shows up in the list. I don't know. But I think that's enough of an introduction, so let's get started. First, first suggestion I came up with right off the bat is characters from shows or movies or books or whatever you're into. My go-to costume recently has been costumes based off of characters or even just straight up cosplaying as a character. So, let me explain that a little bit. Past 3 years, the past 3 years, I dressed up as Izuku Midoriya from My Hero Academia for Halloween. In 2012, or not 2012, what? 2019. During 2019, I dressed up as Hero Izuku. Then we went to YumaCon and I was in that costume then. That was one time. Then 2020, I wanted to go to YumaCon as Villain Deku, but we couldn't because the quarantine. So, yeah, that was a bit disappointing. So I went to Halloween as Villain Deku. Then last year, 2021, I just dressed up as Villain Deku to Halloween and to YumaCon. Actually, no, I was Hero Deku during Halloween, and then Villain Deku at YumaCon is what it was. And this year, I went to the Renaissance Fair as Varian. This year, and this year for Halloween, I'm gonna be Wilbur Soot from the Dream SMP. So, yeah, I go to costumes based off of characters a lot. One year I was also Black Widow from Marvel. She was my favorite hero at that time. Not anymore. My favorite is now Spider-Man because he is very cool and adorable and I love him so much. I want to hug him really badly. I really badly want to hug Peter Parker. But yeah, I dress up as characters I like a lot, and plenty of other people do too. I mean, some people do call Halloween as like cosplayers' day for a reason. I've seen a couple people referring to it as that. It's because you can cosplay as a character and no one will suspect a thing. No one's gonna be like, oh my god, a cosplayer. They're just gonna be like, oh, cool costume. I like that character. You know? That's what I like about Halloween. I also just like everything about Halloween. Again, it's my favorite holiday. um, so that's the first suggestion, is just characters from shows that you like. Second suggestion, favorite animals. I love, 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 love dressing up as my favorite animals. Um, I'm wearing wolf ears right now. Right this very second, I'm wearing wolf ears. And I like wolves. That's why I'm wearing the wolf ears, is because I like wolves. I also like the color purple, which is why the wolf ears are purple. Um, that's a fairly easy conclusion to come to, I think, considering that my entire profile picture is basically just the color purple, also. Um, I like purple, and I like wolves. That's all I can say. Another year, I dressed up as a cheetah, because I liked cheetahs at that time. At that time, cheetahs were my favorite animal because, something. I don't remember what. Because they're big cats, and they're fast, they go new. I don't know. I think that's my reasoning for why those were my favorite. Um, Another year, I dressed up as a sort of fictional animal I came up with. I think I came up with it. I might have seen it somewhere, but I don't remember where, if I did see it somewhere, so I'm guessing I came up with it. Cat bat. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a cat that's also a bat. It was. I was obsessed with these things for a while. Let me tell you, I loved cat bats. I don't know where it came from. I don't know, but it was a thing. So I dressed up as a cat bat, and dressing up as animals is also really fun. It's usually fairly easy, I think. Um, kinda sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get what you want to dress up as. Like, for example, my brother, when we went to the Renaissance Fair, he was a goat. He was a goat man. It was kind of difficult to find like pants for him to wear for the goat thing, and the horns. Like, he got horns for it still, obviously, but they were not exactly goat horns. Like, they were goat horns, but also they were a bit not, you know. I don't know how to say it. I don't know exactly if that makes sense as an explanation, but that's kind of what was there. Some animals are kind of difficult to dress up as, but in general, it's really fun to do. So that's a good recommendation, I think. And then, next, I would say steampunk things. Just because I really like steampunk. But, like, you can dress up as whatever you want, right? You can dress up as, like, say you like the goth aesthetic, you could wear something really into goth. Like, you could do that. You could just put together the most goth thing you can and wear that as your costume. And there's bound to be somebody who's going to say it's a cool costume, because it is a cool costume. Because goth stuff is so cool, let me tell you. Like, I'm not personally, like, I don't wear goth stuff because that's not me personally, but it is so cool. Okay, it's amazing. I'm more like adventure-y kind of stuff myself. Um, I don't know. I like the idea of traveling. I have wanderlust. Um, So generally dressing up like based off an aesthetic is pretty cool, I think. So like, you like goth, you could do something with that. You like steampunk, you could do something with that. Whatever it is that you're into. Like, I mean, if you wear that most of the time, then it's probably not going to be the best costume because it's just what you normally wear. But I mean, Also, the costume I'm wearing this year it consists of mostly stuff I always wear. My beanie, which is right here, my brown boots, my yellow sweater, and my leggings. And then there's also my trench coat that I was wearing last week in last week's video, which I don't normally wear that out in public. Sometimes I do, but not usually. Usually I just wear a regular coat. I have the beanie now. And you can also dress up as like the monsters and stuff that are commonly associated with Halloween and whatnot, like ghosts, spiders. If you want to dress up as a spider, you can do that. There are like things that you can use to make it look like you have more than two arms. That I couldn't show that very well because my frame is small, but you can. There are some things that you can wear to do that. You can dress up as a ghost, a vampire, a zombie. I'm gonna kind of dress up as a zombie because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking I'm gonna because I mean it's Halloween, it's spooky season, so I'm thinking of like taking my Reviver costume, right, and I'm gonna the stitches stuff. Like, why am I making this gesture? Because this is about where I want the green bit to be. Like, I'm thinking about doing that. Like, that's cool to do, I think, is, like, monsters also. So, like, the zombies, the ghosts, vampires, spiders. That was loud. You probably did hear that. That was really loud. Ignore that. Those things. I can't think of any other monsters that I know off the top of my head. Fairies are also pretty cool, I think. You could dress up as a fairy or an elf. You could dress up as a lot of things. Like, you could dress up as a lot of things. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can dress up as. You can also dress up as as objects. There. I'm not gonna say the first bit after all because I can't say it. I've forgotten how to say words. You can dress up as objects too. Like, I've seen people dress up as like an ice cream cone. I'm talking about Bethany Moda, by the way. She's the people I'm referring to. She's really cool. You should watch her. I like her. I used to watch her a lot when I was little. Why do I keep going off topic? This is supposed to be about the costume specifically, but I just keep going off topic. Anyway, trying to go back on topic. You can dress up as objects like an ice cream cone. You could dress up as like crayons. I've seen people do crayon costumes. That's the thing. Flowers, trees, whatever. You can dress up as things too, not just like creatures and characters. What was I thinking about? You can also dress up as like a job or something too, right? Like, you could dress up as a doctor or a firefighter or an artist if you wanted to do that. That would be kind of difficult to do, I think, unless you're dressing up as like a specific Renaissance artist or something. You could dress up as like job if you want to do that. You could also dress up as a mad scientist for the job stuff like that. The mad scientist, that counts. That counts. Mad scientists, I think, is pretty cool. I don't understand half the words in like mad scientist stories about mad scientists and stuff. It's like, that's cool. Can you translate to English? Because I'm smart, generally speaking, But I'm not that smart. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I just keep going on and on about things that are not the topic of this video. um yeah, that's a lot of things that you can dress up as. Um I think I usually go for like characters. That's why that was the first thing I recommended, was because that's what I usually go for. However, the other options are all really cool too, and I love to see them, like when I'm walking around and stuff. Like every Halloween costume, I'll be honest here, every Halloween costume is really, really cool to me. You know why? Because it's Halloween. And you're dressing up, and you're having fun, and you're getting candy. So I think no matter what you dress up as, it's really good because you're having fun while you're doing it. Unless you're not having fun while you're doing it, and then it's not really good, because Halloween is meant to be fun, I think. I think that if Halloween isn't fun for you, then that's not then you know, I'm not saying that you have to enjoy Halloween, for the record. I'm not, I'm just saying that if you are like trying to celebrate Halloween and you're not having fun while doing it, then yeah, that's no good, cuz Halloween's supposed to be fun. So really, whatever your costume is, just make it something that you want to do. That's my number one tip, is whatever you dress up as, make it something that you want to be doing. Don't dress up as things because that's what everybody else is dressing up as. I mean, unless that's what you want to do. If you want to dress up as it because that's what everyone else is dressing up as, then cool. But if you're just doing it just to try to fit in and it's not any fun for you, then try something else that is fun for you, because that's the best part of Halloween, is having fun. Like, I mean, group costumes are fun. Like, I'm doing a group costume thing with my family. Those are fun to do. But if you're not having fun, then try something else. Try to have fun, because that's what Halloween is about, in my opinion. See, I don't actually know what Halloween's supposed to be about, but to me, it's about having fun. Like, I mean, Christmas and Easter both come from Christianity. I don't know where Halloween came from. Maybe people just decided one day, hey, you know what? We should dress up as things and go get candy from people. And everybody just accepted that, and now it's a yearly tradition. Who knows? Somebody knows, just not me. I've exhausted my costume suggestions now, as you can probably tell, because I'm not talking about that much anymore. So, I think that's a good end to the video. I will see you guys next week. Bye-bye!